everyone. Welcome to another edition of Let's Chat with Tonya Lightbourne. I'm your host, Tonya Lightbourne. Today, our guest is Gia Smith. We met Gia last year. It's been a year since we had a chat. A whole year. And our session ran for 2 hours. 2 hours. Because we had so much to talk about.
Indeed.
So Gia is here basically because she's gonna give us an update. She shared with us in 2020. She shared with us her infertility journey, and this week is, remind me of the correct name of the
National
week.
Infertility Awareness Week.
Yes, so National Awareness Fertility Week, and Gia brought it to my attention that the topic, well, we know it's so taboo, but she brought it to my attention that, hey, why don't we, amongst your session, you interviewing the plethora of amazing moms, like, why don't we talk about something like this? And initially I was like, well, wouldn't that be the opposite of what I'm supposed to be doing? But then just like a light bulb went off, and it just made sense. It just clicked. Like, this is something that we don't talk about. Nobody talks about the struggle, or it's very silent, right? And people always ask you, oh, when you're having a baby, blah, blah, blah.
They hate stay asking that.
But that's a different topic.
Put a pin in that.
Yeah. I thought it would be so appropriate to have a conversation with her. And so we're back a year later.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
all right.
This couldn't have come at a better time.
Okay.
So I'm super excited to welcome you back.
I'm so happy to be
I know
back,
the
Tonya.
people are happy to see her.
All right.
Y'all happy to see her. Because the conversation was so juicy. The conversations.
Oh, the tea.
And if you actually want to see that, feel free to browse my Instagram TV. And if you go back, it was about the 3rd or 4th week in April.
Yes.
Because if you go back to the 3rd or 4th week in April, you'll see 2 sessions from Gia and I. This month, we're actually celebrating our 1st year anniversary with Let's Chat. So if you see the balloons, this is why. So I'm happy that you're a part of that as well. You were one of my first guests, and that was so exciting for me.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So Gia, give us a little bit of a recap, because I'm sure we have new followers, we have new viewers, especially since we've made the transition to YouTube. I'm sure we have new viewers, and they'd want to know a little bit about you and your journey.
Yes, well, I'm 39, definitely not a spring chicken.
Don't look 39.
Okay, you gotta come on. Yes, 39. My husband and I have been married 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
Gia, you look 15.
Years. Okay. You better come on, drinking my water and staying out of people's business. That's all. But we've been married, 15 years. And we've been trying to conceive for 13 years. Wow. 13 years. Mm-hmm. Yes. Definitely a whole roller coaster of complications, ovarian cysts, fibroids, swollen fallopian tubes, 1 round of IVF, miscarriage. So all of that in just one big bundle over the past 13 years.
And she's still smiling.
Right?
How do you
look at God?
Yeah. You're so brave. And I can actually hear you guys saying that as you watch this, like, oh my gosh, she's so brave. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think I remember somebody that was watching our last set of sessions saying, and amongst everything else, like, you have to live life and like celebrate others and their conception and having kids. And
it's a difficult journey, and I can't say that it's been perfect for me, and I knew how to handle it along the way, because you do feel resentment and you do feel slighted, when others around you are, expanding their family.
Yeah.
But I've learned along the way, it's a celebration.
Yeah.
A new life is coming into the world, and deserves to be celebrated, and your time will come.
Yeah.
So, You celebrate others because you want to be celebrated when it's your turn.
Exactly. And what's for you is for you, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
you may arrive at that destination. You might just have to take an alternative route.
Exactly. And that's what anything in life, when people are getting promoted at work, your time will come. You just do you.
Right.
And when it happens, you'll be ready.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it too. Yeah. But
it's been a journey.
So after your show,
yes,
last
what happened?
year,
Post.
Girl,
let's chat.
Girl,
yeah.
Hello. Okay. So after your show, my cycle started to become so irregular. We going in there, y'all. Okay. All right. So I noticed I started skipping periods and whatnot. And I was like, what's happening? So I'm like, okay, this must be the Rona, all them lockdowns and thing and being home. I figure, okay, my body trying to figure out what we doing now. What's going on? So after a visit, discovered that I had multiple fibroids. So cycles were being skipped, and then when they came for like days on end with heavy bleeding, and then my iron count started to drop, so I was feeling tired and lethargic like all the time.
Yeah.
So after blood work, it was discovered that I had a red blood count of like, I think 7.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be ordinarily.
It's supposed to be anywhere between, I think, 12 and 18. So it was low, child.
Yeah.
So I had to rebuild my blood count before they even decided to do surgery, because you lose a lot of blood in surgery anyway.
Yeah.
So I had to do iron infusions, and then in December, I had a myomectomy done, and 9 fibroids were removed. 9 fibroids were removed. Yes.
And they popped up over the course of a few months.
Yeah. Because the cycles being thrown off kind of gave me a sign like, okay, something's happening.
Yeah.
It's so good to be in tune with your body.
Absolutely.
And know when something's not right. Okay. So had the surgery in December. And recovery was rough. I'm like, oh, child, I getting old.
It's like a C-section, eh?
What?
Yeah.
Yes, child. Yeah. It was a C-section. And then had some complications during surgery where my bladder got nicked. So that within itself made, recovery
a little bit more
difficult because, dealing with the scar and then on top of that having bladder issues. So it was a long road. But here we are now.
Yeah.
Fibroid free. And my bladder is doing fine. So bless the Lord for that. Yeah. So just now healing and recovering to gear up for IVF 2.0.
Woo! Exciting.
No, right?
Exciting.
Yes.
What was the response? And I find it interesting because after our session, like a lot of people reached out to me and I'm like, I don't have the answers, but her Instagram profile is, right? So it redirected them there. Did you receive like...
I got a lot of DMs. I got a lot of DMs, folks asking questions, looking for recommendations, looking for advice. And I did the best I could.
Yeah.
And directing them on, what to do. Because honestly, Tonya, IVF isn't for everybody.
Right.
Because you have to be there mentally because it's a lot of work. You literally become a guinea pig because you have to run tests. So it's, lab work, ultrasounds, and then medication upon medication. Yeah.
To prepare your body?
Yes.
Wow.
To prepare your body, because you have to go through phases of medication, to get you to those nice plump eggs.
Right.
Yeah, so you need medication to stop your period because they want to be in control of, when things are happening. So you need to do birth control, so they can be in control of your cycle.
Yeah.
So you start off with birth control. Then you go into your injections.
Yeah.
Because now you want to ripen the eggs. All right. And then there's injections to, okay, they're the right size. Let's stop it. Then you're another set of medication to say, okay, it's time for us to release. So it's a lot.
This is like a consultation without the fee.
Right?
By the time this is aired, I know a lot of people are going to be like, this is what it takes. Like, and this is just a snippet, right?
This is just a snippet. So
I see why you say you have to be mentally prepared.
Yeah, you have to be mentally
because
prepared.
you could walk into it. I mean, of course, outside of your doctor's recommendation or OBGYN's recommendation, you could walk into it like, okay, good. So we're gonna do IVF, and then it's like, what?
And then when you get there, you're like, I have to give myself needles.
You have to do that too,
girl.
How often?
Every day, twice a day.
For whatever the recommended
for whatever. It's normally about 10 to 12 days of needles twice a day.
Either that or your partner. Or you...
Yes, or my partner.
Yeah.
I remember when we did our first IVF cycle and we had a family dinner. We were over at, I think it was Anthony's Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
We literally had to pack up my medication and take it with us because everything is timed.
And you can't miss.
It has to be to the T.
On. Yeah.
So at 7 p.m., both our alarms going off. We're like, okay, we coming right back. And we run to the car and we shooting up in the car.
No.
We shooting up medication in the car.
Like you are a real sport because you laughing.
Listen, we shooting up medication in the car. He giving me my injections and then we go right back to
like
the dinner.
Happened.
Okay, like nothing happened. We sing happy birthday and cut the cake and yeah, but everything is timed. Wow. So those are the sacrifices you have to make.
Yeah. And during your IVF journey, this portion of your journey, did you share with anyone that you were going to do this?
No, no one knew that we were, even when we left
to go,
nobody knew. It was, I think only my best friend knew. Yeah.
Not even your mom.
My mom.
Because she would.
Definitely not my mom.
She would have.
Love you, mommy. But no, she was the last person. Yeah.
I hope you look in that camera and say, because you know she gonna see this.
I know she can see this. But yeah, no, child, definitely not. Because you want people to not add to the anxiety
and
of
pressure.
it, and the pressure. How things going? How you feeling today? Anything happening?
Right.
Like, I don't know. No, nothing.
Like, I don't have the answer.
Yes.
I do not have the answer.
So you do not want anybody adding to your anxiety at the time. So when we did it the first time, we just felt it was something, for us to do, So we left, and the only reason we ended up telling my parents was because we didn't come back when we were supposed to.
So as far as they were concerned, were you going on vacation?
Yeah, we were on vacation. Yeah, but we were supposed to come back on a certain date. But my body wasn't responding to the medication. So
that's something else that you don't count on.
Exactly.
Wow.
We didn't expect that. Yeah. So they were like, we need you for another 3 days. So that's
rescheduling flights.
Yeah, rescheduling flight. We needed a longer hotel stay.
Exactly.
Yes. So
you
got to be
extra couple dollars.
Yes, indeed.
And then when the children come, they want to throw tantrums.
Okay, I will catch your backside, letting you know now.
Ahead of time. Okay. When this baby comes, I'm going to say, sir or madam, I knew you from when before.
Listen.
Okay.
Yes.
You're going to get us a little spike.
Okay.
Like, okay. Don't stress mommy out.
At all.
Don't stress daddy out. Take a minute.
Okay.
But you're here.
Yes.
Calm down.
Okay.
All right.
Get it together.
Wow. So in preparation for your next round, what is it that, I mean, I'm sure you follow the directions of your doctor, you're under your doctor's care. What are you allowed to do? Like, is it a fitness? I mean, like, what do you usually do?
Well, only because I knew what happened last time because I gained like 55 pounds. So I'm like, okay, I already know weight gain is going to be there. So let me get to my smallest and my fittest self.
Okay.
So when things do come, then I know, okay, we didn't do this before.
Okay.
Let's try gain 40 this time, not the whole 55, eh?
And that's 55. That's not like you pigging out.
No.
On IVF, injections, etc.
All the hormones and the prednisone.
Okay.
Yeah. So that kind of, causes the swelling and whatnot. So
Okay. So you prepare.
Yes, prepare.
By just
yes. Going on my fitness journey because listen, they call us geriatric pregnancies. So
Wow.
Yeah, okay, so having a pregnancy over 40, you definitely want to be your best self.
Right, because I was 38 when I had Riley.
Oh, wow.
And that was,
yeah.
I mean, I was always tired.
Yeah,
I was always tired. So
Was
I
I
can only
tired
imagine.
now, Tonya?
Listen,
I tired now?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But listen, the energy spurt you will get when this bundle arrives, you're going to be like,
Okay.
oh, he's up, she's up. Okay, let's go. Tired? What is that? Like,
listen.
yeah.
You see me now, I needed my coffee before we even got started because I'm like,
I
okay,
know.
my eyes open, I need coffee.
I know. Very good. So Gia and I didn't mention that Gia and I met on our fitness journey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Fit Squad.
Okay. Okay. Gia and I met during the start of my fitness journey.
I think so, because this is even before Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was before Riley.
So we back and we back.
Okay.
Yeah, because Gia fully recovered
Yes.
from her surgery,
Mhm.
and now she's back and doing her
Right,
fitness
getting it
thing,
together,
getting
this body
ready.
right.
Good stuff. So the end of the year, towards
Yeah,
the end of the year,
towards
is
the
when
end of the
you'll
year.
be when you'll be back.
Yes.
What advice do you have for family members who just have an inkling that their loved one may be going through an infertility journey? Like they've been married for
Yes.
I don't know, a few
Mhm.
years or longer.
Yes.
And no kids are in sight, and you know that they love kids, and whenever
Mhm.
you ask, it's
Yes.
they
my
kind of shy
thing
away from it.
is- Let me look into this camera when I say this.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't pry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give them their space. If you know that they love children and they've been married a certain amount of time, you can kind of put two and two together and figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
So don't just don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay? Don't do that.
Mind your business.
You know, see? That's it. Mind your business. Okay? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's hard, eh?
It is. It's hard and it's a lonely journey.
Yeah.
You know,
it-
especially when, you know, you have your circle of friends,
Yeah.
you know, that have, you know, gone on to have children.
Mhm.
I have friends with adult children.
Well,
Listen.
well,
Okay.
yeah.
You're not sure and going to college and I still on the playground.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
But we on the playground is the main objective, right? I imagine that it's hard because you see this and you have to celebrate. In some cases, you may have to stand godparents, or you're honored to do it.
Yes.
I guess my next question would be, outside of it being, I guess, difficult for family, right?
Mhm.
Or it being a lonely journey in that it's you and your partner.
Mhm.
Is it a journey, or I imagine it's a journey as well for yourself, like just as a woman?
Yes, definitely as a woman, because this is what we're supposed to do.
Mhm.
You know, we're supposed to, you know, conceive children and, you know, bring forth life.
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen like that for everybody, you
Mhm.
know. I guess motherhood doesn't define you as
I think
a
somebody needed to
woman.
hear that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It does not define you
Mhm.
as a woman, because you're still beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah. Don't worry, you got this.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're still beautiful. You're still strong. You're still resilient.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So motherhood can come in different ways.
Of course, absolutely.
Of course, you know, we're
Yeah.
all godparents. You know,
Mhm.
that's a form of motherhood.
Right.
You know, you can adopt if
Mhm.
that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know.
As a matter of fact, I know, like, one of my first guests from last month.
Mm-hmm.
She has two girls.
Oh.
And she had 3 kids in total, and she adopted a third. Her and her husband adopted a third.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
they wanted a third child,
Mhm.
and they just decided. I think she was older
Yes.
at that point,
Uh-huh.
because there's a gap between her older girls,
Mhm.
between her 2 girls and her son.
Ah.
So, just to give you an idea, so her first daughter is off to college now, and the adopted son is like in grade 4.
Ooh.
So, you know, like,
Yes.
keep you young
Yes.
is like,
I know.
yeah. So they went the adoption route, and so it's possible. Like you know, you give birth, of course, and that's great, but perhaps they didn't want to go, she didn't want to go through that journey, or go through that again, put her body through that. It's like, okay, can we adopt? Is it possible? Let's let's look at that dynamic and see if it works, and it works.
Yes. You know, once you make that decision yourself, you know, don't be forced by others. If you want to do IVF, okay, you go do IVF. If you want to do adoption, then you do that. If you don't want to do anything at all, then don't do that. Exactly.
Yeah.
It has to be a personal decision. It has to be a personal choice.
Thank you. And lastly, for any couple struggling, because I know, like, I talk to you as a friend, or someone would talk to you as a, I don't know, auntie or whatever, but advice to the couple that are struggling with it, because it's not just you and it's not just him, it's both of you.
Yes, because you're technically one, you know. My thing is communication. You know, it's important to have those rough conversations. If you cannot have a rough conversation with your spouse, well, I mean, who can you talk to?
Yeah.
All right, because men are different. They will go through things and they internalize, you know. So when it's time for pillow talk, hey, how you feel about this?
Yeah.
You know, get his point of view, because you may not even be on the same path, you know. Because with my husband and I, he said, listen, if you don't want to do this again, that's fine.
Right.
And I didn't even realize that, because I'm like, okay, I got to give this man a baby. I got to give this man a baby.
Right.
You know, I'm willing to go to hell and back.
Right.
And he was like, no, you don't have to. You're enough.
Yeah.
You know?
That is very important.
Right? That's very important.
That's
so
powerful.
You got to make sure you're on the same path, because you thinking one thing and he thinking something else.
Yeah.
And it's never been communicated. So communication is key. And make sure everybody on the same path.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Yes, child.
Woo! So we're looking forward to all of the good news that's gonna come forward.
Yes, child.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
receiving
speaking
it.
that into existence.
Okay, and I'm receiving it.
Yeah, but like you said, you know, motherhood doesn't define you, and it can come in different ways.
Yes.
So my journey is not yours, and vice versa. And you know, we always say, and this, be careful what you pray for, because this parenting thing.
Listen.
18 years, 18 solid years. You in a commitment.
And it even ain't 18 years, because we could go into our early mid-20s, child. Yeah,
where we mommy. Exactly.
I know, because I'm 40.
And you still, and it's still mommy.
Mommy, what you think about this?
And then you try to run their life. I don't think you need to go there. I don't think you need to go out. No, you should be home before dark. Yes. Where you been?
Okay.
Yeah. Then you try to run their life.
Right? Don't let her answer me on that first ring. What you doing? Why you not tonight?
Like, hi. Who's in charge?
Okay. Girl.
Wow. It was great to have you, Gia.
It was so good.
I'm sure the people will be happy that you came back. It's been a long time coming.
I know, right?
Yeah, a whole panorama. Whole pandemic.
Okay.
Whole pancake.
Okay.
It was great to have you.
Good to be back, Tonya.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another edition of Let's Chat Live with my guest, Gia Smith. See you next time. Hey guys, you made it to the end of our video. If you'd like to reach out, email us at letschat@TonyaWilliamsLightbourne.com. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for more exciting sessions. Cheers!